back to Grafton Notch Loop Trail. It is 3:38 in the morning, and Matt just dropped me off to finish through the eastern section. Alright, so I probably won't film too much because it's going to be dark for the next few hours, but car spotted, dropped a car off at the Puzzle Mountain parking lot so that I can hike back to it, and then Matt drove me to this parking lot so I wouldn't have to walk a crazy distance. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited to be back on the trail. I've done Table Rock several times, so I'll link one of the videos here. But we are going to continue up that way. I think it's finally getting light. Only it's supposed to be sunny and it's been drizzling. What is up with that? I taken a little snack break. I didn't eat breakfast because it was way too early when we got up. We left the house at like 1:45. Was not hungry. So sitting at the turnoff for Baldpate lean-to, and I didn't bother going down there. It's 0.1. There's probably people sleeping. And I'm going to have a little bit to eat and then continue on up to West Baldpate. Well, my first break was productive and painful. I sat and ate my bar and some nuts, and then I promptly dislocated my shoulder and had to get it back in. Thankfully, it went in easier than the last few times, but now it's really sore. But I'm going to keep going. I got it back in. Hopefully the pack doesn't bother it too bad. All right, onward and upward. Trust me, it's way steeper than it looks in the camera. Almost there. Just a little bit further to go, but I'm actually up the climb for the moment. Now just to get to the view, which there won't be much of. There's a sign, Baldpate West Peak. Elevation 3,662. Look at this amazing view. All that climbing, and this is the view. This reminds me of the AT, which is good because I'm on the AT. If you do want to see a view, because East Baldpate's right across, I did this loop a few years ago, and I will link the eastern section right here, and you can check out the view. Maybe it'll clear up by the time we get to the top of East Baldpate? we shall see. Well, I guess I'll be heading down. There's a really cool bog section with boards, and it was beautiful last time I was here. I'll put a picture here. But I don't think I'm going to get to see much, which is a real bummer because I was looking forward to that. Alright, so slippery wet rock. Get to the ladder. Go down. I know there's another ladder and some rebar at some point coming up. Fun. Actually, usually those things are very fun. It's just, I'm not as excited when it's all wet. So it wasn't bad, but that one right there, if you can see, I'm going to zoom in, is broken. So you got to be really careful. And it is wet and slippery, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. drizzling a little bit more, and I'm trying to decide if I should get out my raincoat and my gloves because my hands are a little cold. But then I have to stop, and I don't know. We'll see. Give it another minute or two. This sort of looks like another planet. There's so much lichen and stuff on the rocks. I don't know how far you can see. There's a ways to go to get to the top, but it should be interesting. Well, I'm in a conundrum. I was doing good on the rocks, and then I slipped and almost fell really far, but I caught myself and put my shoulder out a second time, which is insane. Now I just can't stop slipping. I'm slipping all over the rocks, and I don't really want to go down because it seems more scary, but every time I try and walk, climb, I just keep slipping. I'm going to sit for a minute and take a deep breath. Alright, I'm almost to the top. I'm at the flatter part, and I can honestly say that was one of the scariest things I've ever done. Yeah, a little bit of a panic moment there. I couldn't go down, so I had to go up, but that was hard. I don't really want to ever do that again. I mean, I probably will, because that's where the AT goes, but it better not be wet, because I'm gonna wait for it to dry out. Alright, made it to the top of East Baldpate, and to the right is Grafton Trail. Over here is the sign. This time I won't make the mistake of continuing to follow the AT like I did last time I was here. There's that sign. Appalachian Trail, Baldpate, East Peak, 3,812 feet. Alright, no sun yet, and I'm soaking wet and it's windy, so I'm heading down. Hopefully, it's not as bad. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done this trail, a couple of years, so. I do remember at the time thinking it wasn't bad, but I don't think it was wet. Guess we'll see. I am certainly not going back down the way I came. Alright. I am not sure which campsite I'm staying at. Well, I'm not staying at East Baldpate campsite because that's only 2.1 miles. But either Lane, 3.9, or Town Corner, 6.7. It depends. After falling, I'm really sore and I'm cold. I don't know. I'm starting to see the little views poke out, but I'm missing all the views. Maybe tomorrow there'll be some. But I'm seeing a little bit. Alright, so I'm at the next sketchy bit. I don't know how good you can see, but there's a walk along that edge where the grassy moss is, down by the edge to get to the rebar that's at the end. And everything is soaking wet. On a positive note, there's like a tiny little view in the distance. But I've had enough with wet rocks today. I'm ready to be done with wet rocks. Alright, made it down with a sketchy bit. It was a little tricky, mostly on the rocks. The rebar part wasn't too bad. It was getting to the rebar because everything is so wet. But I'm down. Hopefully no more sketchy for the day. I want to be done with the sketchiness. Isn't that cute? I might have filmed it last time I was here. I can't remember. Maybe there was an AT one. Anyway, I'm still heading down East Baldpate on the Grafton Loop Trail. Little cave. And then trail goes around the rock. It's the blaze. A little bit of blue sky, but there was blue sky earlier and then it downpoured again. Kind of keeps going back and forth. Almost to lightning ledges, so that'll be cool. Maybe there'll be a view. We'll see. First views of the day, and it started raining again. Made it to lightning ledges. It's beautiful. Right, it's started to rain again, off and on, but I am heading back out off the ledges and to camp. It's less than a mile now, 0.9, so. And staying at Lane campsite, so I think it was only going to be like 7.5 or 8 miles today. But with all the falling and slipping on the rocks, I went really slow and my arm is killing me. So hopefully I don't have any trouble setting up my tent and food and all that good stuff. So I don't have any idea how I'm going to hang a bear bag with this arm, but guess we'll see. All right, check back in. Been some pretty overgrown spots on the trail. The western section was worse, but this part's not too bad. But there's been some pretty overgrown sections. So many down trees that you have to crawl over or under. Had to cross the stream. There's been a lot of rain, so I couldn't use rocks. I had to walk through it, and it was cold, and then I almost fell. It's been a day. Finally at Lane campsite, though. But I believe I have to cross the water again. Hey everyone, I made it to camp. I'm in my tent. I ate some ramen for dinner, some soy ramen, nothing very exciting. Forgot to show you. I'm off to bed. I got out of my wet clothes and I need to rest my body. It's sore and hopefully tomorrow is a little bit easier on me than today was. It wasn't even the mileage, it was the falling. All right. Hope you all have a great day. See you in the morning. Good morning. I am heading out of camp. Someone came in after me, so I didn't film too much. I didn't film this morning, really, other than to show you the campsite after I'd picked up. I'm heading back to the water crossing. I'm putting on wet shoes and socks was a bummer this morning. But I figured why put on dry socks into wet shoes and then cross the water in 2 seconds, right? Hopefully everything else is still, my coat and pants are still pretty damp. So hopefully they dry out. Looks like the sun is coming out. Anyway, I'm pretty sore this morning, and we'll see how far I get. More water to cross. I think I have to cross it twice more until my feet start to dry out. This is what I get. Thankfully, it's not super cold out. Woohoo! Made it across that one without putting my feet in the water. I mean, they're still wet from last time, but they're way drier than they would otherwise. Looks like there's a couple more coming up, so hopefully I can cross them too. We'll see. Well, didn't make it across that one with dry feet. How many more, I wonder? I'm just cleaning off the mud from yesterday, that's all. Maine campsite where I came from, 2.8. Stewart campsite, I think that's from stopping, 5.5. I'm not sure, but I think so. Long Mountain is the one I'm tackling next, 0.9. And I think the turnoff for Town Corner campsites right up here, I think. Yeah, Town Corner campsite's right down there. You can see through the trees. I'm starting to get a view. That's nice. That's nice. Way nicer than me falling in the mud all the way up. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I gotta tell you, I'm struggling on this trip, man. I think it's my shoes or something. I really liked them, but I have fallen several times on rocks. Granted they're wet, but I don't think I struggled this much ever. And then I fell in the mud and alright, here's the side trail for the scenic view. That's the sign. Probably can't read it. Scenic view. I just remember it being short and steep and lots of moose poop, but I can't not go, even though my legs are already dead. We're gonna do it. Alright, nice view. I'm not sure it was worth it. That was really steep. No moose poop this time. There's some sections that are pretty sketchy. I don't know. Not looking forward to going down it. Although, I am looking forward to lunch. And I was hoping to sit on this bench like I did last time I was here. Even though last time it was sunk in and I couldn't see anything. But the bench is deteriorated and there's a nail sticking out everywhere. So, that's not going to work. Maybe that's just pieces of wood splinter. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, I'm going to be heading down that mountain right there. That's Puzzle Mountain. I was thinking about trying to make it over that tonight into the park, today into the parking lot, but I think I'll be too tired and have to sleep in the car anyway, so I might as well stay at camp and see that for sunrise. So I'm going to be heading down the sketchy bits. So, yeah, that doesn't look fun, but I did it before. I remember this time, last time I did this section, it was way easier, so maybe I just only remember the good parts. Made it. It wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was harder going up. Anyway, there's a few little slippery spots, but I was careful, so now we're going to be going down Long Mountain, and I'm really hoping it's not a bunch of wet, slippery slab rock I don't remember from last time, so here's hoping. Alright, so just met the first backpacker. There was a tent set up at my campsite this morning, but I never met them. But I'm pretty sure since they didn't catch up to me, they're going the other way. And I just met another, in person met them backpacker. And he looked like he was doing good. He felt the same way as me, tired and ready for camp. Alright, these stairs are kicking my butt. I've already come up like, I don't know, 4 sets maybe. And they just keep going. They don't look steep in the camera, but let me just tell you, it's steep. Made it to the Stewart campsite turnoff. Wow, what a long day. I was slow, and I fell. Oh, I'm so glad to see the campsite turn off. All right, let's see if I can get my tent set up before it's dark. All right, made it to camp. Got my tent set up. I'm just gonna eat a bar. I'm exhausted. And then hit the bed. I'm gonna finish getting everything ready. But I'm the only one here so far. Last time someone showed up after I was asleep, but I think I saw him pass me today. I'll show you better in the morning. Good morning. All right, so this is a better view of the campsite. Let me just tell you, I made a mistake. In my tiredness and eager to set up, I set up on a slant and I slid all night. I did not sleep well. Alright, so the trail this morning is already kicking my butt. I had to climb over like 4 blowdowns, and some of them were really hard. And then I come upon this one, and look right there. That's the trail. 1, 2, 3 more, right in a row. Well, 4 really, because I gotta get over this one too. First view of the morning. Look at all those colors. Whew, more views coming. Alright, made it up their little rock scramble. And the trail goes back into the woods for a few minutes before we hit the top of the puzzle. Alright, just a little bit of undercast right there. I can't see it well on the camera, but that's all clouds down there. Trying to climb the rungs, almost to the top of Puzzle. Made it to the top of Puzzle Mountain. More undercast over there. It's beautiful. Time for breakfast. Made good granola bar. Chocolate drizzled. Birthday cake flavor. Then I'm going to have some nuts. And then I'm going to head down. Alright, so that one right there is Sunday River Whitecap. That's Old Spack. If you come over here, we got the Bald Pates right there. I was just there, not yesterday, the day before. And then you come all the way around and down. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. So we've done Puzzle a couple times. I did it once solo and then I did it once with Matt. I'm pretty sure I did a video, so I'll link that here. And then, of course, in the comments, I'll have the western section, eastern section from this time and last time. So you can check those out, see the difference. All right, 3 miles down to the car. And then there's a 10-minute drive, I think, maybe 15 to a Dunkin' Donuts. But I got to get down first. Can you see the colors? Ooh, view from the ledges. Wow, it's stunning. Alright everyone, I made it back to the car. I'm actually in the parking lot Matt dropped me off of because I met an injured hiker. He rolled his ankle and it was really bad, and he was gonna walk back to this parking lot because he couldn't finish the whole loop. And I said, no, I'll give you a ride. So I would not want to walk that far. So I helped him out, and then now I'm going to be heading into town and I'll show you what I get. All right, I made it to Dunkin'. I got me my iced coffee. I got a bagel with avocado and some hash browns. So I'm styling right now. All right, everyone, thanks so much for following along. Thanks for watching. It was not my favorite backpacking trip ever, but you know what? I learned a lot, and it was still beautiful, and I was able to help someone, so that's all great. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.